Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
बुझाए, वो जल के रहता है, वो जल के रहता है।
नमस्कार। कैसे हैं आप सब? सुनाई नहीं दिया। कैसे हैं आप? मनमोहन सिंह जी, मूड अच्छा है? अच्छा है। मनमोहन सिंह जी, श्रीमती सोनिया गांधी जी, मोतीलाल वोरा जी, गुलाम नबी आजाद जी, मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी, पीसी चाको जी, अजय माकन जी, स्टीयरिंग कमेटी के हमारे सब मेंबर्स, विदेश से जो फॉरेन डेलीगेट्स आए हैं, एआईसीसी मेंबर्स, पीसीसी डेलीगेट्स, फ्रंटल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के हमारे सब कार्यकर्ता, पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता, मीडिया से हमारे जो दोस्त आए हैं, आप सबका यहां दिल से बहुत बहुत स्वागत। नमस्कार। जैसे हम आमतौर से करते हैं, प्लेनरी में आधा मेरा भाषण मैं अंग्रेजी में करूंगा। जो साउथ इंडिया से लोग आए हैं उनके लिए, और फिर आधा भाषण मैं हिंदी में करूंगा। Thousands of years ago, there was a great battle, a huge battle on the fields of Kurukshetra. The Kauravas were powerful, extremely well organized, and arrogant. They had money and numbers on their side. They fought a small army led by the Pandavas. The Kauravas were drunk with power and believed they were the greatest. The Pandavas were humble. They didn't speak much. They spoke softly. There were 5 brothers who had recently lost everything. But unlike the Kauravas, they fought for the truth. Like the Kauravas, the BJP and the RSS the BJP and the RSS are designed to fight for power. Like the Pandavas, the Congress is designed to fight for the truth. The people of this country will accept a lying BJP leadership drunk with power, because they know that is what the BJP is designed for. They will accept a man, accused of murder as the president of the BJP. But the people will never, never accept the same in the Congress party. Because they understand deeply, गहराई से समझते हैं कि ये जो कांग्रेस पार्टी का संगठन है, ये सच्चाई का संगठन है. India expects much more from the Congress because it holds us, the Congress party, to a higher standard than any other political organization in this country. India will never let us behave like the BJP or the RSS. It will never let us lie. It will never let us hate. It will punish us if we do nothing but make a grab for power. The BJP is the voice of an organization. Friends, the Congress is the voice of a nation. बीजेपी एक संगठन की आवाज है, कांग्रेस एक देश की आवाज है. गांधी जी spent 15 years in jail and died for India. But India must never forget that when our leader was sleeping on the floor in a British jail, their leader, Mr. Savarkar, was writing a letter begging the British for mercy. Millions of Congress workers have given their lives and struggled for this country. 15,000 of our workers died in Punjab alone. Jharkhand ji will attest to that. Every single state in this country has a list of our workers who have died for this country. There is not a single state in this country where that list does not exist. The soil of this nation is stained with the blood of our men and women. But in the last few years of our last government, I don't say this with happiness, but in the last few years of our last government, we did not stand up to the expectations of the people of our country. And the people of our country were let down. They felt let down by us. The Mahabharata was a battle for India's future. The question being asked on the blood-stained fields of Kurukshetra was whether India would live a lie or face the truth. And this, my friends, is exactly the same question that is being asked thousands of years later today. Will India live a lie, or will India have the courage to face the truth? Today, the corrupt and powerful completely control the conversation in our country. All one hears is we are the fastest growing economy in the world. जहां भी आप जाएंगे, हमारे मीडिया के मित्र कहते हैं हिंदुस्तान सबसे तेजी से आगे जा रहा है. But go anywhere, any of the cities, and ask our youngsters, Ask them, what do you do? और मैंने ये सवाल पूछा है, लाखों युवाओं से पूछा है, क्या करते हो? And the answer you will get, the youngster will look down and he will say, nothing. मैं कुछ नहीं करता हूं. एक तरफ फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग इकोनॉमी और दूसरी तरफ करोड़ों युवाओं के पास रोजगार नहीं है. यह हिंदुस्तान की सच्चाई. Go to any market and look at all the fancy products. Turn them around. Turn them around and behind you will read, made in China, made in China, made in China. China is everywhere. It's in our shops, it's in Doklam, in Nepal, in the Maldives, in Burma, in Pakistan, in Sri Lanka. If you're rich, you can make billions selling Chinese products to our hardworking people. You can steal 33,000 crore rupees from the banks and the BJP government will protect you. The finance minister will go silent because he and his daughter work for crony capitalists. If you're from the middle class, you can spend your entire life trying to buy these products. And if you're poor, your only choice is to be a contract laborer, a farmer, or an unemployed youngster. You are then destined to live in a new phenomena. You're destined to live in Modi's Maya. An imaginary world of Achhe Din, Swachh Bharat, and 15 lakh rupees in your bank account. You will starve, and they will look at you straight in the eye and tell you, wait for your 15 lakh rupees. They will say to you that the pain in your stomach, the hungry pain in your stomach, is your imagination. Instead of making India face its truth, the Prime Minister diverts our attention. He jumps from one event to another. Surgical strikes to demonetization, Gabbar Singh tax to a fancy yoga parade in front of Parliament. चलो योगा करते हैं. रोजगार नहीं है, किसान मर रहे हैं. चलो इंडिया गेट के सामने योगा करते हैं. When it's important for the PM to speak, he goes silent. And then he stops us, the rest of the country, from speaking. But we do not work for the rich and powerful. We in the Congress are the servants of the people. No one, no matter how powerful, can silence us, can silence the Congress party from seeking justice for the people of India. No one can silence us from speaking the truth. For thousands of years, the ideas the RSS defends have crushed our people. It was these very ideas that made Ambedkar ji go thirsty on his bullock cart ride to Koregaon. The ideas that the RSS defends ensured that a touchable person had to open the tap for him in school so he could drink water. It is the same ideas that the RSS defends that forced Ambedkarji's elder sister to cut his hair for him because no one else would. It is the ideas that they defend that still ensure that millions of our artisans, our potters, our carpenters, our barbers, our tailors never get the true fruits of their labor. The same ideas were in the minds of those criminals who taped and WhatsApped themselves beating those young Dalit boys in Una. The radicals keep telling us, the Indian people, that we don't understand. When we ask questions, when we demand answers, they tell us, be quiet, you don't understand. They tell the tribal, the jungle is not yours, because we know better what to do with it. They tell the millions of Muslims who never went to Pakistan and supported our great nation, you don't belong here. They tell the Tamils, change your beautiful language. They tell the people from the Northeast, we don't like what you eat. They tell women, dress properly or we'll thrash you. They told Gauri Lankesh and Kalburgi, question us and you will die. They tell our honest businessmen to shut up and allow corrupt officers to extort their hard-earned money. They tell our farmers to work for nothing. Meanwhile, Nirav Modi, who carried out India's biggest theft, has the same name as our Prime Minister. It's an interesting fact. There's more. The most corrupt man in cricket also shares the same name with our Prime Minister. So what does Modi actually mean? What does Modi actually mean? The name Modi symbolizes the collusion between India's biggest crony capitalists and the Prime Minister of India. Modi gives Modi 30,000 crores of your money, and in turn, Modi gives Modi money for marketing Modi and winning elections. That, my friends, is what is going on. Now a little bit in Hindi. अब थोड़ा सा मैं हिंदी में बोलता हूं.